Did you hear that? Did you hear that over there? The music coming out of that person's car that just came out of the gas station. I've been sitting here and hanging out by the marathon station. Where is it? It's over there. Up by the marathon station somewhere in Alabama. And I'll tell you this much. We're north of a place called Lucerne, Alabama, which is where I bought some fried chicken. I think it's called Chicken Shack, the place where I bought it. And also north, what was it, Blakely? I'm getting it wrong, but I saw some fine Alabamans sitting in the car at the gas pumps, essentially just taking the spot to piss other people off and smoking cigarettes. You know, endangering everybody's lives around them. I don't want to make it look like I'm dissing Alabama, but yeah, it's been a nice little journey so far, and it's hard to believe I'm even still awake at all. But yeah, I pulled off. There's a couple trees out there. There's a gas station. Hopefully, it's open all night in case I need to go inside for whatever reason. This is kind of a interesting little lot beside the gas station. And, I was listening to some classical music on the NPR there. And, listened to a little Periscope just now by Scott Adams, whose book I'm also reading. Well, I was reading it on the plane. But yeah, regarding the guy and that music that was coming out of that car, it's kind of sad to me that, people are such clones, and people are just such sheep, such followers, because the exact same song has been played by at least 3 people now, including that guy, coming to and from the gas station. And, well, I must be getting kind of old if I think that if it's loud enough for me to hear over here, they're just showing off. They're like showing off that they too have watched the mainstream media and being force-fed garbage, quote-unquote music, new school rap in which all the beats are exactly the same, and virtually all the rapping is universally terrible and at a grade 2 reading level and just terribly done with auto-tune and shit. But just the fact that I could just sit at the station and hear the exact same single song coming out of at least 3 different people's stereos as I'm sitting here over the course of about an hour. Not only that, but I heard the exact same song further down the road at the gas station I just mentioned, where people were having cigarettes. They were playing garbage, new school rap. I guess this isn't supposed to be a music ranting channel, but yeah, such sheep, absolute sheep. They're just force-fed from the TV and the radio stuff that they think that they're supposed to like, that they think they're supposed to consume, and then they convince themselves they like it. I swear that people don't actually like that shit. If you listen to, I don't have the Sirius radio in this vehicle, but if you listen to the Sirius radio station that plays old school rap, old school hip-hop, I forget the name of the station, but it'd be pretty easy to find on Sirius satellite radio. It's like heaven on earth. It's it's so beautiful. It's so fucking good. And then the garbage that passes for hip hop these days. Oh man, I was trying to think of an analogy earlier, but I can't really. It's kind of like maybe if you were used to going to the symphony and listening to Bach or Beethoven or music at the symphony, and then maybe 10 years later, the symphony was essentially a bunch of monkeys all hopped up on crack, smashing a bunch of instruments or something. It has almost no relation to old school hip hop. Anyway. Yeah, don't be a sheep. Be an original. Well, not everybody has to be an original. But look at this. Okay, you can't see. Because there's the two lights there on the side of the gas station, and then the marathon sign just went off. So I take it this gas station is closing tonight. So if I have to take a poo or something like that, I'm essentially out of luck. But I'm not going anywhere for a few hours now. I'm somewhere in Alabama. I drove from Panama City, Florida, and between these places, actually, there's virtually no interstates. Was there? I don't think I took a single interstate, and some of them were even what they call county road. So minor highways and state highways, and that's how you really see America. That is where you see the real America. Although the interstates are extremely convenient, but they're almost like a monoculture of roads. You really know what to expect. It's not entirely a monoculture, but you know what to expect on the interstates. But you don't know what to expect on the side highways, and they are the best. They're the best way to see the real America and to hear some interesting accents and to interact with some interesting characters and see things you wouldn't normally see. So I'm actually happy about this. Panama City's a little out of the way, and southern Alabama is beautiful. I saw some great scenery. I wish I could have stopped and taken some pictures or something, but I didn't wind up filtering it through the phone, through the camera obscura, and I just took it in. It's all in my memory banks now. As the sun went down, it was just gorgeous. Just beautiful. Southern Alabama, but I will say that there are some characters down here that, let's say, need improvement. I'm sure that's everywhere, too. But there is also just this generally more friendly attitude down here, more friendly atmosphere. In general, of course, except for the assholes blasting new school rap or smoking at the gas pumps or whatever. I don't know. I still don't know that much about Alabama. This is only my second time here, and I've never really hung out there very much. So there's that. And yeah, this is my life. I'm gonna where am I here? All right. So that's the passenger seat. Notebook, water bottle, papers, sunglasses, t-shirt. There's my backpack. There's that. There's some stuff in the back. And mere moments after I finish recording this, I will move myself over to the passenger seat. Well, first I'll move the stuff out of the seat and the foot area there, and then I will put some stuff in the back. I'll transfer myself over into the passenger seat, recline it as far as it will go, put my now very filthy looking garbage-worthy winter jacket over me, and I'm going to go to sleep for a few hours. I'm pretty sure I'll be conked out for a while, and I feel relatively safe here. I'm almost, I wouldn't be super surprised if the cops came to investigate what I was up to, or I wouldn't even be super surprised if some, y'all ain't from around here, are you, type people came, but I doubt it. We'll see. If I disappear, then, last seen somewhere by a marathon station in Alabama. But I think one thing about the South in the U.S. and the U.S. in general is it's more of like a live and let live kind of culture, right? So nobody called the cops on the people who were endangering everybody's lives by smoking at the gas pumps, and so it's less of a rule-based culture. So I'm probably fully within my rights and freedoms as a visitor here in America to occupy this vacant lot by these trees overnight in this vehicle. Yeah, it's dark, you can't see much, but one thing you don't see much in Canada that I can think of is there was like a I'm sure it's a boy dog. They seem to let boy dogs in like old school towns just like wander around. But he was just staking out his claim over there, looking at stuff, giving a sniff. You can't really see much. But there's some big trees. I don't know what kinds they are. And this is sort of a mud and grass lot beside the marathon station by the side highway, the Alabama State Highway. And I don't even know what was the name of that town? Maybe this is just part of, what was the name of that town? Something Home. The town is like Something Home, or I'm just north of that. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Rambler here. About to get real sleepy and real dreamy. Checking tomorrow-ish. Bye-bye.